Hey guys, it's Mr. Osborne here. Oh, and Mr. Sister. And we are here to do the second half of the first degree form. So first degrees, this is for you. Shout out to all the first degrees out there, all the pairs. It's going to be a great day, and it's going to be a great form. So we're going to do exactly kind of what we did last week with this. We're going to go over all of the basic kicks first. I say basic. We're going to go over all the kicks for the second half of the form, and then we will start going through it line by line by line and do it together, okay? So if y'all are at home and you're watching, make sure, number one, you comment your name here so that Senior Master Sister knows you're here. She is watching. We know there is a ton of first degrees, so this should be a very large Facebook Live video.
No.
It's not so far. But
Makeup Jace is here.
Makeup Jace! I know that guy. Me too. I judged him at an in-school tournament. You remember? No. Oh, okay, great. Anyways, but it is going to be great. So let's go ahead and start with the first kick. Let's just jump into it, guys. So we're going to go over here, and that was a joke, jump into it, because the first kick is actually a...
Jump.
That's right, a jump front kick. Nice shot, guys. It's like Dora the Explorer. Have you seen that?
Dora the Explorer?
Like where she goes, what's your favorite part? Me too! Like that. Okay, so we're going to start in a nice front stance, and you do this on both legs. A big part of this jump front kick that you need to remember is, number one, that first, how you start the kick. A lot of first degrees will actually mistakenly do step, jump front kick. You want to make sure that you're not doing that, right? You start in that. What's wrong?
That hurt your knee?
No, I'm not. I think. Well, physically. Mentally. Don't stop talking. We're going to start in that front stance, and I'm going to pick up my back knee. And remember, I don't take that step. Start in that front stance. Don't move. Pick up your knee. Jump front. Now, when you're doing that as well, you want to make sure that you chamber and rechamber, obviously, on that jump front kick. We also talked about this in the first half of last week. You want to make sure that your kicks are very sticky, right? I don't want to do a jump front kick and flick it like that. I want to have a sticky jump front kick without the hop, right? And then you land into a front stance. Anytime you're practicing any of the kicks from the form, I highly suggest you start in the stance and you end in the stance just like the form. So once again, start in a nice front stance, hands are up, nice jump front kick, boom, I'm falling, and then you just like that. So if y'all remember the drill from last week that Mr. Sister showed us, that's also good for this jump front kick. The one where you're here and you land on that one leg. That's a really, really great drill to train your knees, to develop those muscles around your knees so that you can land properly. Okay, so watch one more time. Hopefully I won't fall. We're right here. Hands come out, jump front kick. Hey! Just like that. Cool. So that's your jump front kick. And again, practice that on both sides. Mr. Sister is going to go over the next kick while I breathe. Yes, sir. Don't want to lose my breath.
So the next kick is our slow side kick, ground kick, ground kick.
Step forward, spin hook kick.
Step forward, spin hook kick. That's it.
That was a test. He was testing me.
Okay, so we're right here. I'll do it facing you. So the first one, your right leg is in front in our rear stance. On this one, we have to make sure we step straight forward on our line instead of stepping to the side. Because if we step off to the side, we're going to get off of our line. So we're here, we take a small step, and when we spin, we keep our eyes on our target to the very last second and then whip our head around. Okay, we don't turn with our body like that. This helps us focus on our target. Okay, so we're here. So hands are up, we step forward, small step, keep our eyes on our target to the last second, look, kick, and land in our middle stance. Okay, let's do that a couple times. So we're in a rear stance, step forward, turn, look, kick, land. Okay, two more. Step forward, turn, look, kick, land. And don't do this kick and land super fast. Control it, land soft. Okay, one more on this side. Step forward, turn, look, kick, land in middle stance. Don't land too far out, land with your heels lined up. Okay?
Cool. So with that step forward, jump, spin, with the step forward, spin, hook kick, just like the jump front kick, some first degrees tend to take an extra step. before they do the hook kick. Again, make sure you're not doing that. You're just putting the heel down just like Mr. Chastere did, and then you start to kick, right? The next kick is the slow side kick, round kick, round kick. Big thing on this one, black belts, first degrees, is you want to make sure that you're not kicking higher than you're able to. What I mean by that is, if I'm doing a proper round kick, right, I'm not going higher than I need to go. My foot, and I'm going to show you low from my foot positioning, my foot needs to be pivoted and my toes need to be facing down. That's a proper round kick, okay? If I'm kicking so high that I start altering my round kick, oh yeah, I can kick this high. Ah! No, you can't. That wasn't a round kick. Don't do that. No, but for real, a lot of first degrees think, oh, it's a really high kick. Good. No, it's not a round kick anymore. You want to make sure your toes are facing all the way to the side and down just a little bit. So when you're doing the slow side kick, round kick, kind of figure out where your height is before your toes start to face up. Like, I can kick this high, my round kick's not going to look good anymore. So when I'm here, you do your slow side kick, about to the knee level, boom. I pull my leg back, knee stays where it is. Here, I do one round kick, second round kick. Here, okay? That's a good height for me. Now I'm going to show you the wrong way. Don't do this. But I'm going to show you if I kick as high as I can, my round kick suffers. My round kick suffers and it doesn't look like a round kick anymore. So if I do my slow side kick, boom. Ah! Don't do that. It's terrible. Please don't do that. When you're doing this, again, please, please, please make sure that you are keeping it a round kick and you're not doing some funky stuff with your toes. The biggest thing, and I've already mentioned it, the second biggest thing, when you do your slow side kick round around, after you do your side kick, a lot of first degrees will then mess up the chamber and they'll do this. And they'll start pointing their knee to their side and they'll go round kick, round kick. It's not a round kick. We've been doing round kicks since white belt. Y'all know it really well. But because of that, sometimes it's the more basic kicks that we forget and we mess up on, right? We get so worried about the jump hook kicks, the spin hook kicks, the stomp kicks, right? That we forget about easy round kicks, right? So again, I do my slow side kick, boom, I pull my leg back behind me, straight across, round kick. One, round kick, two. That's my ankle, not my knee though. Cool. So that's our side kick, round kick. And again, that's going to be on both legs. So when you're practicing, please make sure that you do both legs. Okay. So we have gone over all the kicks now, except for the jump side kick at the end. So Mr. Chastere, I'll try that again, is going to go over the jump side kick, and then we'll start going through the form nice and slow. Cool. So remember on our run and jump side kick, our right leg starts in front, and the big thing on this kick is making sure we jump up and not out. If you look at that guy, that's what the goal is. That's ATA man. It's actually Mr. Osborne. They used him for that picture.
Nope.
Yep. So our goal is to look like that. Okay. So like I said, jumping up and not out. Because if you jump out, you're going to kick someone in the face. That you're not supposed to. And we are kicking someone in the face, not like the judges or anything, or anybody at the front table. Okay, so we're here in a sparring stance. Hands are up. A good way to practice it at first, if you have trouble with it, is to step forward, chamber, kick. That's a good way to start. Okay, so here, step, chamber, kick. Once you get that down, then you have to jump with it. So we step, jump, kick. Okay? So we're here, hands up, step, jump, kick. And watch my left leg when I jump. So I step, jump, tug it. That wasn't a good side. Make sure you tug that back leg, okay? Let's do that a couple more times since it's only on one leg. Hands up, step forward, chamber jump, kick. One more time. Step forward, jump, kick. Okay? Cool. Again, the drill that we did last week, the one where you're here and you fall onto that one knee, that's great for the jump side kick as well. Practice that drill. That drill is really, really great, guys, again, just for training those muscles around your knee to land properly. Okay, so now
we are going to go over each of the lines. There's technically like 5 lines at the second half of the form, so we'll just switch off over and over again and do that whole line of the form. So let's do it together, okay? So we're going to start at the halfway point right here at our second 9 block and that nice sparring stance. When I step forward, I'm going to get my arms ready. So my left hand comes to my side. My right arm is going to come across my chest. I'm going to step straight forward into my back stance. Compound square block. 1. And again, my eyes are sideways. I'm not looking forwards, I'm looking sideways. Okay, then I'm going to head snap, boom, right forwards again. Upset knife hand strike with that side hand. My left arm is going to stay up as I do that upset knife hand strike. Then we'll do one more move and restart. Then I'm going to head snap back. Both hands come to my side. I'm going to step over into my front stance and do a vertical punch. Wow. First time talking today, I'm not doing good. Hands on your side, step over, vertical punch. Remember, your vertical punch is going to the solar plexus, to the midsection. It's not going to the head. It's certainly not going straight to the body. We're going here to the midsection. Okay? Now, let's talk about when you do that step over, because it's a little complicated. I'm going to go ahead and show you my pretty feet. Aw, so pretty. So, when you're here, and I step over with my right foot a little bit, and then I pick up my heel on my left foot, and I push it back and down in a crack. Okay, that's how you do that front stance. It's really complicated. It's really hard to do, but once you have it, it's super easy. So when you're here, I step over, pick up my heel, and push. And that's how I get in that great front stance. So again, I'll do it one more time slow and then fast. So I'm here, I step, heel goes up, push, crack again. And that's where my front stance is. One more time fast and I'll go over the line again. So we're here, I step, push. And that's all that's happening with that front stance, okay? So let's do it again. I'm gonna start here in my 9 block. I'm gonna pivot my body and get ready for my compound square block. Right leg steps forward into a back stance. Compound square block, still looking to the side. Head snap, upset knife hand strike. Head snap, hands come to your side. Right leg will step over, push, vertical punch to the stomach. Hands come up. Here's that jump front kick we worked on. Jump front kick, boom. And a nice soft landing. Hands come back onto your side. Step front stance, palm heel strike to the nose. This one is to the head since we're breaking their nose. Then I pull the palm heel block back. I bring my right arm out straight, facing palm out. I step back with my right leg into a closed stance, and I do an inward low block. So I'm going to do this block facing y'all so that you can see it a little bit better. So when I'm here, boom, boom, I step back. At the same time, I rotate my arm, and I get my inward low block. All it is a opposite low block, basically. So the low block is blocking behind me. The inward low block is blocking to the front of me. Big thing that we see with a lot of students, when they're doing this block, they'll either just do this. There's no rotation. Make sure that you rotate into that block. And the second thing is the ending position. You want to make sure that the ending position isn't over here in front of you. It's still to the side of you. My bad guy is here. Bow. I want to keep my block toward my bad guy. I don't want to bring it in all the way in front of me, right? So let's do that again. So I here at my palm heel block. That hand comes back to reaction arm. Right hand pops out, step back, inward low block. I pick up my inward low block hand. At the same time as I'm turning, I get my arm ready for my back elbow strike. So as I'm here, I turn, elbow ready. 1, elbow strike. Bring it all the way back to your ear. 2, knife hand strike. And the yell is on the elbow strike. I always get those two mixed up at the end. One's the elbow, one's the knife hand. This one's the elbow.
I think.
I think so too. That sounds right.
Yes. we'll check, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So let's do that whole line one more time with me. Again, first degrees. If you're watching this and you're like Mr. Osborne or Mr. Stair, can you answer my question? The answer is absolutely. Just make sure you comment down below with a question, whatever you'd like to see. If you want to see a particular move more, or you want us to explain something a little bit more, ask it in the comments, and Senior Master will make sure that the question gets to us and we can answer it. So let's do this whole line one more time with me. Right here in my sparring stance, I'm going to step forward, pivot, arms get ready, fall over. Step forward into a back stance, compound square block. Head snap, upset knife hand strike. Head snap, hands come to my side, right leg steps over, push that heel, vertical punch to the stomach. Hands come up, jump front kick. Hands on your side again, palm heel strike. Here. Bring the palm heel hand back, right hand pops out. Step back into a closed stance, inward low block. Pick up the inward low block hand. As you turn, get that hand ready for your horizontal back elbow strike. One, other hand comes back to you here now. Two. On those two moves, again, some first degrees will rush those two moves and it'll look like this. Don't do that. That scare you a little bit. Cool. Yeah, don't do that. Don't rush and make those small. It's elbow strike one, knife hand strike two. You want to make sure, and they are in quick succession, but they're not the same move. You still want to make sure it's 1, 2, right? So, there you go. There's a whole line. Any question on that line? Great. You go ball ready. Get out.
Start from the knife hand strike now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And go up to,
Okay, so from the knife hand strike, we set our hands, step together, high knife hand X block, bring our hands back, left hand knife hand strike, pick up our left knee strike. Okay, point your toes
13.
down right there, step 1,
One's your mom.
2.
One's my sister.
Stance slow.
So 11.
And then
Come on, people.
comes out, hands up. Here comes our kick we practice, step straight on our line, turn the chin, hook kick, land back, low block. Make sure our reaction is back, no chicken wings, low block, form block, punch. Make sure it's not just 1, 2, 3. It's twisting to get power, okay? 1, 2, 3. Hands up, step together, pivot, chamber super high. 1, 2, 3. Then we chamber for a round kick, pointing our knee at our target. 1, 2. Reach all the way up, land, compound double low block, and a sparring stance. Okay, let's do that 2 more times.
Did you like for me to move?
Hands come to my side, step together, block. 1, 2.
just probably like sideways maybe.
1, 2.
Diagonal.
Slow ridge hand, thumb comes out. Hands up, step straight on my line, turn, kick, low block, form block, punch. Hands up, step together, pivot, chamber, slow, side kick, point my knee to my target, 1, 2. Reach all the way up, land, block, hand, foot tap. Okay, one more time.
She moved.
Huh?
She moved.
I'm going to change sides, this side too, so they can see it from this direction.
So hands my side, step together, 1, 2, 3. Look, set my hands, slow right here, thumb comes out, reaction hand back, hands up, step forward, kick, length, low block, form block, punch, hands up, step together, pivot, high chamber from around, point my knee at my target, 2, reach all the way up, land, block in a sparring stance. Closed hand, open hand, that's a compound double low block. Sweet. Done. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to do the next line. Okay, it's the same exact line. Again, there's just a little bit of a difference there at the end. So let's do it together. So we're going to start right here at our compound double low block. Left leg is in front and then nice sparring stance. When you do this turn, think of your left leg as your corner. So I'm stepping to my corner and then I'm turning on my corner, okay? So I'm here, I step to my corner, and then I turn to the left into a back stance right here. When you turn into that, you see a lot of the time people will lean into their front stance too much. People will lean into their back stance too much. Again, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that the back stance still has that back knee
nice and bent over your back foot. So I'm here. Boom. I step together. I turn with my left foot toward my left. Boom. Into a back stance, and I do my compound square block. 1. And then with the left hand back, look. Right hand stays up. Upset knife hand. 2. Look one more time. Head snap. Both hands come back down. Left leg will step over. Push my heel back. Vertical plunge 3. Right to the solar plexus. Hands come up. Nice jump front kick. Fall over. Land. Both hands on your side. Palm heel strike. Right to the nose. Bring the palm heel hand back to your reaction arm position. Left arm comes out. Step back to your closed stance. Inward low block. Again, making sure your inward low block doesn't come in front of you, but stays right here to the side of you. That hand will pick up. As I turn, my elbow strike hand gets ready. The way you start your horizontal back elbow strike is here. Not here. Not here. Not anything else. No, that's not it. Don't argue with me. It's right here. I hear y'all at home arguing with me. Don't do that. So when we're here, I start my elbow strike position right here. I turn. 1. Bring it back to my ear. 2. And the yell is on the knife hand strike. Ha! Right there, okay? So let's do it again. Again, if y'all have a question about anything Mr. Sestair went over or anything that I went over, please comment it and we will make sure that we get that question to us ASAP so we can answer it right here, right now. Okay? So I'm right here. I'm going to step together. Left hand comes across my chest. I turn to my left, do a back stance, knife hand square block. Head snap, upset knife hand strike. Woo. Head snap, both hands come to my side, step over with my left leg, vertical punch, push that heel back. Hands come up, jump front kick, land, both hands on your side again, palm heel strike to the nose. That hand will come back. Left hand comes out straight, palm facing away from me. I step back, inward low block. Pick up that arm, turn to the right. As you turn, that's when your hand gets ready. So I turn, hand gets ready, elbow strike 1, knife hand strike 2. Woo! There you go. Any questions?
No.
Nobody has any questions. By the way, this is much smaller of a video chat than it needs to be. Video chat is something. What is this? Live video.
Live video.
This is a much smaller live video than it needs to be. I know there's at least like 50 first degrees inside both schools. So make sure that if somebody's not here today and you know they haven't watched it, make sure after the video today that you text them and be like, hey, who's a first degree that's not here right now?
What?
Who's a first degree that's not here right now? Is Marciniak here?
No.
So get somebody after this needs to message Marciniak and be like, hey,
Marciniak.
you need to watch the first degree seminar today.
Yeah.
So, but seriously, guys, if you know a first degree that's not here, please make sure afterwards you let them know and be like, hey, go watch the video, go watch the seminar, so that they can get the same information and keep training at home, okay?
Did you tell him that?
Huh? Oh no, that just popped up.
Nathan would like him to do it on the other side.
Nathan, we already did the first side, sir.
ATA.
So we already did both sides, Nathan. So after the seminar today, you can go back and rewind it. But Nathan, also, at the end of the seminar today, we will do the entire second half, just like it's supposed to look at a tournament, so you can see it there again. But again, most of the things are going to be the same, all right? So we're going to go ahead and do the next 2 moves as well, again, just because they're a little bit different than the other side. So when I'm here in my knife hand strike, I'm going to take my knife hand strike hand. My right hand is going to go on top, and my left hand is going to go on bottom, and I slide back. Okay? So watch again. My knife hand strike hand, my right hand goes on top, left hand comes on bottom. I look, slide back. 1, 2. And these are knife hand high low blocks. Not knife hand side high low blocks. That's different. That's a different move. That's original. Okay. Yeah, that's a different move. We're not doing that. These are called high low blocks, And then when you open your hands and turn this one, now it's a knife hand high-low block. Okay? So I'm here, once again. The thing about this move, guys, is that students always get the hands mixed up, and this is a real statistic that I'm pulling out of the air. It's about 1/3 of students do this on the wrong side. Is that senior master agrees? Mr. Sester, oh, you did it on the wrong side.
Oh no, I did not.
I don't think I did, but then again, I had Mr. Goodman yelling at me. So, anyways, so again, we see it all the time. Students doing it on the wrong hand. Please make sure you're listening, and then we got it down. Okay, so we're here. Right hand goes on top, left hand goes on bottom. Look, slide back. As I come to my stance, 1, 2. Okay, and look at my arms right here. I want to make sure that my arms aren't too close to me, right? But I want to make sure they're out a little bit. This hand up top is just like a double knife-handed reform block, and this hand down below is just like a knife-handed block. So I'm here, 1, 2, just like that. So Mr. Sester is going to go over that next line with y'all up to the compound double block. Sorry, I didn't gel my hair. I didn't gel my hair today.
It's all like crazy.
So our right hand is up, step into our rear stance, slow rich hand, in reform block, excuse me, slow spear hand, hands up, step forward, spin, hook it, land, low block, form block, punch, make sure we twist right there, reaction is back, don't let it poke out, hands up, step together, pivot, chamber, slow side kick, lose your balance, pointing to your target, 1, 2, reach all the way up, land, block. Same thing as others. Okay, we'll do it a couple more times. So here, look, set. You gotta be careful right here too. Your hand is out. The judges are gonna see it, or whoever's watching you. So pull that hand back. 2, 3, 1, 2. Hands up, step straight forward. Not a big step, not a tiny step. Right? Just like a normal step, like you'd walk. Hook kick, low block, forward block, punch. Hands up, step together, pivot, chamber, slow, 1, 2, 3. Point my knee, round kick, reach all the way up, land, block. Okay, and land a little bit. Make sure you don't land with your feet completely lined up. It's a sparring stance. Your right foot should be a little over. One more time. Here, look. 3, 2, hands up, step forward, kick, low block, form block, punch. Hands up, step there, pivot, chamber. And round kick, land, compound double low. Let's do this last line. So the first move, obviously, is that step forward, jump, side kick, or running jump side kick. It's awesome, okay? Now, I do remember there was one time I was in Allen, and I was helping out the first degrees in the black belt class, and Makeup Jace was there, Mr. Mace, and he said he could do the jump side kick better than I could. Do you remember that? Mr. Sester remembers that, Mr. Mason. So do I. I heard So, anyway, so I'm going to do it a couple of times and show Mr. Mason. Just kidding. No, I'm going to show y'all a couple of things, okay? Number one, when y'all are doing that jump side kick, I know we already talked about it. When we're doing that jump side kick, it's important to note you don't want to make this harder than it has to be. So when you're starting here and you step forward, don't think about turning your shoulders all the way and then doing the jump side kick. You just made that kick 100% harder than it has to be. It's hard. I don't even think I could do it. If I tried it, I'd pop something and be on the ground. And Mr. Sester would have to help me up and comfort me.
Jacob may send you a heart.
Anyways, we're right here. So when I do that jump side kick, don't think about turning your shoulders. But step here and then do that jump side kick. About that, Mr. Mason.
Oh, and Mr. Voister's watching, so.
And Mr. Forster's watching. Awesome.
Oh, and Grandmaster's watching.
Grandmaster, too. Is that what we're calling Mr. Forster now?
Yeah.
So we're here. Again, step forward, keep your shoulders forwards here. Jump side kick, land into a back stance at the same time. Advance single ladder formula, advance double ladder formula. Backhand punch. Couple of things with that backhand punch. Number one, we're going to talk about your reaction arm right here. So when I'm here, it's so easy to go and have even a back stance, right? This is wrong. Judges see this?
especially when I wear my glasses when I judge. Make sure you don't have this, but you have that reaction arm, 1, 2, all the way back. Then the other thing, I'm going to turn sideways for this one. During that punch, it's so easy to want to generate power with that punch that we bend that back knee and it comes in here. You want to make sure that you don't alter your back stance for that punch. So I'm here in my back stance. 1, 2. Knee stays there. Both hands come out. Circle 3. Again, it's just the same thing in the beginning of the form, first half. You want to make sure that circle travels all the way around your body. So I'm here. I land 1, 2. Don't alter that back knee. Reaction arm all the way back. Circle 3. Then, with the turn, how do I put this? You want to make sure to keep your eyes on your target. So, y'all are my target right now. As I do this turn, a lot of students will go, "What were you looking at back there? There wasn't anything over there." The bag, but your bad guy isn't there. You want to make sure you stay looking at your target the entire time. So I'm here, I finish 1, 2, 3. Stay looking right here. I start moving my foot, turning, flip, land, 1 into that back stance again. Backhand punch, 2, reaction on back, stance is still great, biggest circle of your life, 3. Okay. One more small thing, and I think we talked about it last week as well. When you do that circle, what do you want?
I want you to show them how to set
Yes,
that
ma'am.
up.
When you do that circle low block, make sure that you're not, again, trying to generate so much power that your stance is this. If you haven't seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, go watch it. Or Willy Wonka. What do you want to say? Both.
Willy Wonka.
Both, isn't it?
No.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So,
Willy Wonka.
what?
Willy Wonka.
So, for the advanced double ladder form block, what I have is, so my right leg just did the kick. This right leg. My right leg just did the kick. My right hand will face me, closed. And my left hand will then go across here. And if I was wearing 2 watches right here, both of the watches go face to face, watch to watch, here. And then the one that's closest to me, the one that's closest to me does that outer form block and the other hand comes back. So I'm here, boom, boom. One more, boom. And if I was doing the other side, same thing. So left hand facing me, closest to me, closed. Right hand then comes across, 2 watches, watch to watch, and I block here. Again, here. One thing on these blocks that you see a lot of the time is people that have really, really tight shoulders, and I'm one of them with tight shoulders, and I have to force myself to do these moves correctly, is that you are so relaxed doing the block like this. See that elbow? See it? It's wrong. Don't do this. If you have your elbow up like this, it's not the correct block. You need to make sure you get your elbow down during your outer form blocks. It's such a big deal. And again, it's, especially for me, it's very comfortable to get my elbow up like this. But it's wrong. You want to make sure you get your elbow down for your outer form blocks right there. Okay, so let's do it one more time. So I'm right here, compound double low block, and I do my step forward. I do my step forward jump side kick, land, 1, 2, 3. Right leg goes in front of me and to the left. Snap your head forward. 1, keep doing that. 1, 2, reaction arm, block, 3. There you go. So, that was the entire second half. What we're going to do right now is Mr. Sester is going to show you the whole second half. Then we'll answer some questions if y'all have any, and we'll give y'all some drills that can benefit your second half of your form. You ready, sir? Hey up.
There you go. So if y'all have any questions about any particular move in the second half or a part of it, please ask right now, and Senior Master will let us know. If you don't, I'm gonna go over a couple of drills that y'all can work on at home. So the first one, the drill is gonna be actually on the bag. So yeah, you don't have to have a bag. The bag is not important, but if you have a couch you can hold on to, a counter, a kid, you can hold on to the kid, and just for balance, right? And you're going to be practicing your slow side kick, round kick. So when you're here, boom, obviously slow side kick, not that hard. The part that you need to practice is not moving your knee here. My knee does not move forwards or backwards, so it doesn't go this way or this way. My knee stays right where it is. All I do is I move my lower half of my leg back. My knee stays right on line. So then I lift up my knee, round kick. 1, lift up my knee, round kick. 2. Okay? And again, doing it slow, slow, slow is the big part of that, right? If you do it slow 1,000 times, then go a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, and then you're doing it the speed that you need to in the form. But if you try and go fast first, it won't work, right? Slow is smooth, right? Hopefully you've heard that before. But there you go. So I'm here. Again, slow side, holding on to something for balance. Slow side, knee stays where it is. Chamber behind you, round kick. 1, knee comes higher, round kick. 2. Okay? And again, doing that drill on both legs for that slow side kick, round kick is extremely, extremely important. The other thing, next drill, so that's the first kick that y'all definitely need to practice. The other drill for another kick that's hard in the form is that step forward spin hook kick. And again, Mr. Stair touched on it. When you're doing the kick, you want to make sure you don't kick and then put it down right away. We want to show the judges that we have control, that we know how to kick and keep it up there, right? So when you're doing that kick, and you don't even have to do the kick, I'm going to do it right now. But you're kicking, and I kick, boom, and I keep my knee up after the kick. So what you can practice is just doing the kick and then holding your knee there. Practicing that. Now obviously that's not how it's done in the form. You would look silly. But it does practice that control. Again, so we're training the right muscles. We're developing the right parts of our leg and our knee so that we can do it how it's supposed to in the form. So again, just a nice simple step forward hook. Boom, knee stays up. Then you can put it down. Just keep it up a little bit longer than it needs to be so that we practice that good control and that good balance, right? Any questions? Y'all don't have any questions. Mr. Mace, you have to have a question.
How did Mr. Osborne get so cool?
That's not a question. It's not my mom.
That what your mother is watching.
Okay, what would be another drill? Hard part.
This is a good drill.
You can explain that.
Okay. So, Mr. Goodman said this all the time. On rear stances, a lot of people just kind of half do it, which doesn't look very good, especially when you're right in front of the judges. So something you can just hold for about 45 seconds, a minute, is just right here. Your heel up as high as you can, just as long as you can hold it. That way you can get that flexibility. So yeah, sometimes it's a flexibility thing, but sometimes people are just lazy. So you need to get that heel up as high as you can, hold it for as long as you can, and then do the other side. Right there, hold it, 1, 2, 60, and then 1, 2, 60, and that'll help you get more flexible and strong.
That also helps with your front kick foot position as well. Again, if you're not flexible in that aspect, stretch that part of your foot so that when you do a front kick, you have that good foot position too, right? So that's a double drill there.
And Mr. Gross loves the goodie references from y'all.
The what?
Mr. Gross
yeah.
likes the Mr. Goodman references back from
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know he took with Mr. Gross or Mr. Goodman.
I don't know if he did either, but he remembers.
Very cool.
So,
Yeah, Mr. Goodman is awesome.
Mr. Osborne, did you know Julian is ready to come back to class?
Yes, Julian, I know that. And Julian, if you want, Grandma has my number, and she can call me if you have interesting stories to tell me. She can call me in normal hours. Don't call me at midnight.
Or during class time?
Or during class time. But I would love to talk to you, Julian, so
during class. Yeah.
Senior won't let him answer the phone.
So there you go. But anyways, if y'all don't have any questions, we gave y'all some drills. We went over the form. If y'all have anything that you have a question on, you watch this video back and you're like, what about this part? Message me, message Mr. Dara, message Senior Master. We will get that question answered, okay? We want to make sure that y'all have all the opportunities and all the answers that y'all need to train at home. So there you go. Make sure that y'all are practicing. Not just practicing little bits and pieces. While that is beneficial, do the whole thing. Go outside in the grass and do the whole form. Or if you have a big space in your house, do the whole form. Doing the entire thing is extremely, extremely good for practicing and training and gets you better for tournaments. So there you go. Thank y'all so much for coming today. Y'all are awesome. We appreciate you. Again, make sure if there's any first graders that aren't here, you message them and be like, hey, what's up? I didn't see you there. Go watch it. Just let them know. Don't be mean about it, obviously, but let them know to go watch it and so they can get some training in. So, thank you guys.